Aloha and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would share with you my jewellery collection. My jewellery collection is very minimal. I am not someone to actually wear a lot of jewellery, like literally on me right now I just have my rings on. I tend not to take off like at all ever, but apart from that, like I will consciously choose to put earrings in or kind of wear a necklace or a bracelet. I don't tend to wear them all the time just because I feel like it clutters me up so much, but also it's not something that genuinely interests me that much. Like, yes, the pieces I've got do interest me and I'm very happy I've got them and there's reasons behind getting them, but actually, like, if I walk into a shop, it's just not what I'm interested in kind of picking up and having a look at. So I thought I would share with you my very minimalist jewellery collection, and if you do like this video then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and leave a comment down below about any other minimalist videos that you want to see, maybe like my capsule wardrobe, my work wardrobe. So without further ado, let's just get straight on into the video. So I've literally just pulled out my jewellery. Now this is literally all the jewellery I own. I did used to have 2 jewellery boxes, so when my nan passed away I inherited all her jewellery, and it's taken me a very long time to kind of go through it all and declutter it. And it actually gets to a point where I didn't even want a jewellery box. I had a jewellery box, but I didn't want a jewellery box, and I don't know why. It's just I don't have a lot of jewellery and I just feel like it was wasting, like it was a waste of space when I had Muji drawers, and it's quite nice to be able to just kind of open it up and see everything that's inside. So first things first, I have loads of earring backs. I kept all of these because losing earring backs is just one of those things that girls tend to do, and I just have a shit ton of them in this plastic bag. I don't think I've ever actually used them, but I have them just in case, especially like if a friend comes around, it's like, oh my god, have you got an earring back? I'm like, actually yes, I have like a bulk amount of earring backs. And then next up is my Garmin watch. So I'm going to do my watches first. I have 2 watches. So first up is my Garmin watch. This is dead, it needs to be charged. I obviously use this when I'm exercising, so you can tell how much I've been exercising recently to the fact that this is dead to the world right now. And I like this purely because of the heart rate monitor. That's the only reason I got it. Well, actually no, the reason I wanted a Garmin was for the heart rate monitor purposes, but I got this particular Garmin, which is 735, because it is a triathlon, so it's completely waterproof. It's got the triathlon transitions on there, and obviously that's the sport I take part in, so that's what I have. It's a nice little gadget to have. Next up, my second watch. Again, it needs a new battery. This is how often I tend to wear my Garmin watch all the time, or like most of the time as a watch, purely because we work out, like usually I'm working out like every other day, so I tend to wear this. But for special occasions, and seems a long time because it still says it's 11:15, it's definitely 11:15 now, is my Daniel Wellington watch. I used to wear this all the time when I didn't have a watch, and I still wear it kind of when I go out places rather than my Garmin. My Garmin can be a bit bulky, because if I'm going to a fancy dinner and I want a silver accent, I will wear this watch. However, it does need to get a new battery, and it's just something that I haven't got around to doing yet because I haven't really worn it, and if I have worn it, I've just worn it for decoration more than practicality. So I've basically got a dress-up watch and a practical watch. Moving on to wristbands, I've got my Park Run wristband. Again, I don't actually do Park Run that often, but I have this for when I go because it's got my barcode on it and my case of emergency number and my medical issues. So obviously if I collapse a Park Run, everyone knows why, and that's just kind of a safety thing. So if I do go to Park Run, and I tend to wear it when I do races and things, if I haven't put the medical condition on the back of my bib, just for, again, easy access. They haven't got to take the bib off me. If I collapse, they can just look at my band and they know exactly what's wrong. 3 other bangles. So I have this silver accent diamante bangle. This was a Christmas present from someone, and I actually love it, like actually love it so much. It's very beautiful. I don't tend to wear it that often because I don't go to that many fancy events, but when I do like weddings and award evenings, this tends to be what I wear, purely because I've got a black dress with silver accents on it, and it's absolutely gorgeous, stunning dress, and this just matches perfectly with it. I have 2 Pandora bracelets. One was a the empty one was a gift from my boss, one of my old bosses. We all got them for Christmas, and the reason I've kept it is because I am so close to filling up my actual Pandora bracelet, and I love charm bracelets. I think they're amazing. Like my nan had a charm bracelet, or has a charm bracelet, and every single like year my granddad's bought one, and there's just so many stories like from their honeymoon when they picked one up, just all those little things. And I can tell you now that there is a reason behind every single one of these charms. A person has given a reason behind it, and I can look at it and I literally know exactly what charm is for where. And I know Pandora bracelets are kind of a bit cliche now, but I actually love it because to me it's just like absolutely everything like my family and loved ones mean to me. So when this is finished I can continue, but also it'd be very, very nice obviously if I have a little girl that maybe we could have a charm bracelet each. So I keep that for future. And then I have one more bracelet in my drawer, and this is a gate bracelet. Now gate bracelets are really, really rare now. I don't ever see anyone wearing a gate bracelet, but this is the only item my mum kept from my mum and dad's relationship, so before they broke up, and I think it's beautiful. And it was just one of those things that in my mum's jewellery box as a child I always wanted, I'd always wear, and then she gifted it to me, and I just can't think of anything cuter to kind of remind myself of my parents' relationship, which is quite sad, bear in mind they can't stand each other now, but hey ho, it's me. So the first one I'm going to describe to you, this is a crystal, this is citrine. I don't count my crystals as necklaces. Yes, I put my crystals on necklaces and I tend to wear, that tends to be what I wear most. I've got a rose quartz one, I've got a clear quartz one, a smoky quartz one, a citrine one, and I just swap them out and for when I feel things. And obviously they're quite a big statement piece, which is why I don't tend to like wearing them out in public, but when I am working and I need kind of like a little pick me up, I love crystals, and I will do a crystal collection video for you because I have hundreds of crystals, and explain to you why I've got every crystal. But again, I do tend to do healing and things with crystals, and so I just have my current crystal on there. Again, I just swap and change them out, I keep them the same thing. And the other necklace I have is the one thing I've kept from my nan, and this is a heart necklace with diamantes on it. It's just silver. She wore this every single day I actually remember her for, like all the time she would wear it. I never saw her without it. She was one of these women that always wore jewellery, and this was just a statement piece she always wore. And for like so many years after she died, it still smelled like her perfume. It doesn't now, it smells like me. But it was just a nice reminder, or is a nice reminder of my nan. I look at it, it makes me happy. When I wear it, I think of my nan, and it's just one of those things that I quite like to keep purely for sentimental reasons. As you can tell, most of my jewellery collection is sentimental reasons, not because I want it. And finally, the last two things I have are my two rings. So this ring here is a square ring with 8 diamonds and a sapphire in the middle. This was my nan's engagement ring. It's the one thing I kind of wanted from day one, and we found it, and I haven't, well, I have taken it off. I've taken it off about 3 times since she passed away, and they have purely all been for, so I took it off once for the marathon and my swim. And I also took it off for all my operations that I've had recently because my fingers swelled up, so I tend to keep that on. Like, I've even got like an indentation where this ring stays. And then the second ring is on my ring finger, just on my other hand. This is just a simple gold ring with, I believe it's cubic zircon around it. I don't believe it was diamonds. I don't think I paid that much for it. And the reason I have this is just a simple, elegant piece. It makes my hand look better, and also it doesn't fit on any other finger, and I actually love the ring. So that is all my jewellery collection. As I said, I don't have a lot of pieces, and again, a lot of them are just kind of keepsake pieces. But I'm more than happy to show you how I style them, and kind of I probably will end up decluttering them more and more as I become able to let things go. However, for now, this is very, very minimal and it suits me perfectly. And that is it for this week's video. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps my channel out, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye.